Good day, welcome to PacPrint. My name is Wayne Robinson, editor of Print 21, and right now I'm on the Pozitive stand with Phil Trumbull. Good day, Phil.
Hey, how you going, Wayne?
Good. Now we're in a dark tunnel here, Phil, with a lot of neon fluorescent. What's going on?
This is what we call the neon room. So we're basically showing one of the cool things you can do with our neon inks. Neon inks in general look amazing when they're printed, but it takes a whole nother level when you bring it into a room with a black light. So think about a casino, a nightclub, any kind of area where it's a little bit darker. Shine that black light onto the prints and they just absolutely pop and glow. It's really stunning what effect you can get.
It is. I'm witnessing that right here, and you can see it on the camera. Neon, though, it's not the easiest image to print, is it?
If you have a Swiss print, it's very easy to print. It's just one of the other channels. It's just another color. It can easily be printed as just as a spot on its own, or incorporated into the process, mixed with CMY, and produce a whole range of different levels of neon as well. So yeah, it's really easy to print when you've got it on a Swiss print machine. And in fact, I think when it comes to digital printing, there's probably not really that many options for doing this type of work. So what we really want to show here is, if you invest in a Swiss print machine, as well as being able to print fast and print, all the things that people do every day, there's a whole range of really cool effects that you can produce by having a machine that has these options and this level of accuracy. So that's the whole purpose of this room, is to show just another application of what you can do with a Swiss print, and something that you can't do if you don't have such a machine.
And I guess for all printers, they're all looking for a niche, aren't they, to give them some advantage?
Absolutely. People are trying to find new applications, new things that they can offer to their clients. And this is definitely just one of those things that when you invest in a Swiss print, it unlocks the sort of things that you can do. And we've had a lot of really positive feedback at the show. People just absolutely astounded at what can be produced. And we've also got two guys already with Nialas or with Kudus actually that have neon ink channels, and they are getting a lot of really cool reaction and response from their customers. So
yeah, well, I'm sure they are. Well, let's go and have a look at the machine.
Let's do it.
Okay, so now we're actually at the Niala 5 machine, 5th generation. We can see it printing the neon here. What does it mean by 5th generation?
So basically, Swiss Print started in 2007. They launched their first machine in 2008. That was obviously generation 1. We've had 5 major generations since then, but I got to say that the jump from Gen 4 to Gen 5 is probably the biggest jump that we've seen. It's a complete redesign from the ground up. It's based on the same platform as the Kudu model that has been popular in Australia for the last year or so. So sharing that platform has just brought all of those amazing benefits of the Kudu, with the stability and the reliability and everything that came with that. Things like tip switch, faster speeds, etc. So it's brought the Niala up to that same platform, and we've now got a really nice progression from the Impala through to the Niala and then the Kudu, depending on size of table and speed that you need to print. But they're all off that same stable platform that you see in front of you today.
And of course, we all know Swiss engineering. Well,
that's the thing, when we've had the Swiss print for as long as we have, it's hard for us to imagine what could they possibly do to make it better. Because what we've had up until now has been absolutely bulletproof, amazing print quality, great speed, and yet they come out with Gen 5 and they just blow us away again with, new things and new ideas and new ways of doing things. For example, there's no belts driving the carriage anymore. It's all complete linear motors. The machine just moves so amazingly smoothly. It's quiet, the energy efficiency. They just look at it from every angle and try and perfect it. And we wouldn't have thought they could do any better than what they did, but here we are, Niala 5. It's amazing.
And who's going to buy this type of machine? What kind of company is going to buy it?
Look, anybody looking for, obviously it's a fast machine, and it's a high quality machine. Anybody that needs to be able to diversify and print a whole range of different products at good speeds with extreme quality, they're going to look at this sort of machine. But what we've found is, generally when people hear a price tag, they just instantly sort of box different clients. So, well, it's at that price point, you're going to need this type of client. But when you have a machine that after 10 to 15 years is still running as good as the day when it first went in, it opens the door to a whole lot of other clients who may not need the speed of a Swiss print, but they want that quality and reliability. They're happy to run it slower, but they want a machine that they invest in that they're going to keep for 10 to 15 years. And that's what you get out of a Swiss print machine. And we've seen quite a number of people who have had, who still have their machines from, 10 years ago, and they're still running just as good as the day when they put them in. We've seen other machines where the guys have wanted to go for something faster. They've traded them back, bought a new whiskey print. That machine's gone to a new home, and we've even seen machines that's happened 2 or 3 times. Okay. So it is the sort of machine that every machine that's been sold in Australia is in production. It's amazing.
That's an impressive story. Phil Trumbull, Managing Director of Positive, thanks so much for your time. It's been great talking.
Yep, great to be able to show you the Nyala. Yeah. Cheers.